Like many people in our generation, I don't really have a dad. And that can be really frustrating for anybody who's trying to do anything in this world, because it seems like a dad just kind of makes life easier. Whether you don't have a dad, or maybe you don't have a dad that's really that great, I just kind of want to tell you a little bit of a story about how God became my dad. So I was raised, kind of raised in church, and when I was about 14 years old, a really big God encounter, and decided that I really wanted to give my life to God. As I developed, a relationship with the Lord, he still really wasn't Father to me. I would hear people talk about knowing God as Father, but that didn't seem real to me at all. I'm kind of like, okay, that's a really nice idea, but I really need a practical dad. Like, I need a dad right here with me right now. I need him to buy me things. I need him to take me places. I need him to just be a dad. I thought, well, you know what, since I don't have a dad, and people keep telling me that God can be my dad, the only way that I can try this, the only way that I'm going to be able to test this out, is to really start treating him like he's my dad. I kind of had a little test, to be honest. I wanted to go to school, I wanted to go to university, and I was praying about where to go, and really felt like God had told me to go to this one school. Naturally, this school was very expensive. So I thought, well, okay, here it goes. Dads pay for school. And so God, if you are my dad, then you've got to pay for school. What I began to do is every day I would pray about it, and I would say, okay, Lord, you're my dad, and here's this bill, and so I need you to pay this bill. I took it to God just like I would take it to my father. I would see God, I would picture God, and I would picture myself walking up to him, handing him the bill, and say, God, would you pay this for this? Because I hear you that you're a good dad. And what I would see happen is that God would write a check. And you know that noise that you have when you tear a check off of a checkbook? It's like, And I would hear that noise of the check ripping out of the checkbook, and I would see that check just fall right on top of that bill, and know, okay, so God, you said you would pay for my school, so I'm just going to trust that you're going to do that. I started to grow in my relationship with him. So not only was I going to him for my school bills, but I started going to him for some of the daily things as well. So when I needed advice about something, I would go to God. By this point, I have done that meditation so many times about God paying for my school. I just had such a peace about it. I had no worries, no thought to it. I knew it was going to happen. About a week before I graduated from law school, I got a phone call. And this phone call was from an anonymous person who decided that they wanted to pay off my student loans. When I got that phone call, I actually wasn't that shocked. Like, I remember answering the phone, and they're starting to tell me the situation, and I'm like, oh, God, this is how you're gonna do it. You are such a good dad. You are so faithful. You said you would pay for my school, and you did. Our Heavenly Father is absolutely amazing, and our Heavenly Father wants to know you, and he would love for you to know him as Father.
Hi guys! Wasn't Jimmy's testimony amazing?
So great.
It was so awesome. Maybe you're not going to be paying for school anytime soon, but it could be something easy as getting onto a basketball team or any sort of sports team, or doing a test, or you want to buy a gift for somebody but you don't have the money to buy it. Ask God to provide the money for it.
Yeah, that's so awesome. So really take this testimony and see and apply it to your life. Just like Miss Alexa was saying, maybe you have a test coming up, Maybe you're believing God for money to pay for something for somebody or for yourself. God can do it, right? God's a big God, and that's what we're going to be talking about over the next couple weeks, about who God is, his nature, how much he loves you, how he wants to provide for you, take care of you, protect you, all of those things.
Yeah, we are super excited for this month, and so keep your hearts expecting because we're really ready for this month.
Love you.